Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid, where we will be finishing the game today after I beat up this guy who I've been told is Liquid Snake, even though I still don't think that's right.
It is right, Joe, but more importantly, what is your strategy to take him down?
I'm just going to punch him until he falls down.
That doesn't sound very well thought out for what may be the last fight of the game.
In fairness to Joe, it's not like he has that many alternatives at this point.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about the fact all of the weapons are just gone now. I'm not sure if Liquid just took his shirt off only and removed the weapons. I think if he had time to kill Snake after the Metal Gear fight instead of taking off clothing and bringing him up here.
I think he just wanted the chance to gloat for as long as he could. We didn't really call him earlier in the game unless it was required, so perhaps he would have done this earlier too.
Hey guys, I have a story I've been saving for a time like this. I know I haven't played this game before recently, but I've made such progress even though every one of you made jokes about me being demented or sleepy or something else but now. Now I've managed to get to the end with no game overs or anything. I think it's finally time I show this guy what I'm made of. Do you all really want to know who I made myself into after all this time playing this game?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm careful when I move around, that's why I don't get caught. But when I do get caught, I'm fast with my weapons. Strong with my body armor, quick with my attacks. I earned the success that I have, and this is who I made myself into. Do you all want to know my title that I deserve?
We're all ready.
I'm not weak like Liquid. I'm Solid Snake.
Yes, I'm so happy to finally hear you say that. I've been waiting for so long to have you completely acknowledge the character you're playing as for real I could just.
Oh no, Barack is going nuts again.
Meryl. Meryl?
Snake, is that you?
Don't worry, Meryl, nobody is going to be treating you badly except for me.
You were sounding really inspirational there for a while, but I see that has completely gone away as soon as you found Meryl.
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
Oh yeah, I like going into that torture device. I wonder if there's two machines we can both go into at the same time. I think that would be really fun.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something.
It made me realize, even with Liquid dead, these scenes are still going on for a long time, but I really should have seen that coming already.
We're so close to the end, and then we can go back to all of the Final Fantasy and golf videos that we've been neglecting for a while.
Kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Of course, there had to be another call. Why wouldn't there be?
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
Oh, hey, Hal is still alive. I thought for sure he would have been killed off screen, but I'm glad he's around here somewhere, even if he can't really help us from here.
Hey guys, if I remember from last time, weren't we under threat of bombs? Even if we survived the fight with Solid, I mean Liquid Snake.
Oh yes, somehow that slipped my mind, but you're right. We do have that small problem that we shouldn't ignore.
I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
It appears that he is staying behind to help us get out of here, so that may give us a chance after all. I hope he makes it through this somehow.
It is a very noble sacrifice for him to make, so I guess we should leave right now to make the most of it.
I don't know about that. We might have to keep listening in case there are other vital bits of information that we would otherwise miss.
Oh no, we're going to miss out on another codec call. What a horrible thing to happen, Joe. If you can leave as quickly as you can after this is done, then that would be great.
Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
That's a bit dramatic of a way to word it, but that works.
And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too. Snake.
No.
Guys, I have to be honest, even though the game has been difficult to understand, both in gameplay and in story at points, I'm really going to miss it. It was fun playing this with all of you, and I would be happy to do it again.
I agree, Joe, and aside from some weird behavior, mainly from you and the game going on for quite a while, I'm glad I was here to experience it in some way.
It would be good to discuss the plans for the rest of the series after this game is over, but we still have a little bit more until we finished up completely.
Oh, wait, are we actually doing the later games after this one? I wasn't sure if that was really happening or not.
Yes, we are, but getting out of Shadow Moses Island is the priority for now.
Hurry! Looking good, Snake.
Hey, now that I think about it, I don't think we ever called that Nastasha lady that could talk to us about weapons. Would now be a good time to do that.
No, Joe, she had probably the least plot significance out of everyone in the game, and I don't know what calling her would really do at this point. Plus, you need to keep your eyes forward on getting out of here and not more codec calls.
Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys.
Okay, you all saw that wasn't me who got caught that time, it was Meryl. I don't want anybody to think I'm fumbling at the last possible moment here.
You're fine, Joe. We know you're a good player after all. And I'm sorry that I don't say it more often, at least in this game.
Yeah, you've got this. Don't worry about anything coming up since you have a ration, and you also have Meryl driving. You're probably going to be fine.
Hey, since you don't have to worry about moving around, I think you can shoot and use the first-person view buttons at the same time.
Oh yeah, everybody better watch out, it's Bidening time.
I was thinking something interesting would come up.
We'll never make it.
Oh, okay, that's more like it that 10 seconds of nothing happening was put in at a weird spot.
All these weird pauses of nothing happening in between shooting and explosions is kind of weird, but if this is supposed to be the whole length between the Metal Gear hangar and the beginning with all the snow, then that makes some sense.
Just remember you don't have any rations left, but you should still be able to make it as long as you don't let anything get to you. We're so close to the end.
You're getting there. Make us and the whole country proud by finishing the game.
Don't worry, guys, what's the worst that could happen?
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet. Liquid.
Well, I guess that could happen.
Is he absolutely sure he got the inferior genes? He's already taken so many missiles to the face, both in the Hind D and the Metal Gear, each along with falling off the Metal Gear when he said it would kill Snake. I'm pretty sure he got the superior genes after all.
At this point, I think he's just staying alive from pure spite. I imagine he could die and hate someone so much that his anger reanimates him to try and kill him again anyway.
That's a bit extreme even for this kind of game. What's next? Are there going to be wormholes that just appear for no reason and send people to an alternate world? That would be a pretty weird idea too, but I doubt it would ever happen here.
Okay, you're right. I wasn't using my facts and logic like I usually do, so that's why I came up with an idea like that. I should be back to my own normal, intellectually superior self now.
Hey, Joe, are you doing all right there? I know you're focusing a lot, but you haven't said anything in a while.
I'm just being sure Liquid doesn't get away since he was behind the people who hurt Meryl, and I can't let anyone like that alive unless they're Sniper Wolf. In that case, I can make exceptions, but she's dead, so not much I can do there.
A little bit strange for a motivation, but I suppose that will have to work.
This has been an intense fight, but I think you're almost there now.
I've come too far to lose now. It's time to show Liquid why he's really the inferior clone. It's because I'm Joe Biden.
Really, that was your epic last line against him.
Daylight.
I suppose that could have gone worse, all things considered.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Great, he's finally dead now. We just have to worry about if this place is being bombed or not.
Oh yeah, amongst the shooting earlier, it's a bit hard to remember that.
Uh-oh.
Snake!
Seriously, is he still here? Is this an ongoing prank that nobody told us about?
Snake!
Wait, what's happening?
Maybe he's dead this time.
All right, Liquid, are you sure you're dead, or are you going to get up 6 more times and try to kill us because you're just that petty over being inferior when that wasn't even Snake's fault?
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Yeah, there had to be one more.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Oh, good. I was hoping I wouldn't get bombed today, so this is really good news.
Yeah, I'm glad we're able to actually finish the game, as it would have been quite an unsatisfying moment to have us get bombed despite everything that was accomplished.
I wonder if Hal made it out, as he wasn't bombed, obviously, but we don't know where he would have had to go to unlock the doors for us to make the escape.
He had a stealth suit on, so chances are he is fine, but even then, I don't know how he would get off the island. Perhaps we'll find out in another game later on.
On a side note, I think I'm going to miss all the codec calls. They tended to take a long time, and most of them weren't necessary for us to progress, but I'll be thinking about how I don't have to listen to them once the game is over.
Somehow I'm getting the feeling that you are not entirely sincere about that.
I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy.
I hope it was as good as the insurance policy I needed for the White House. Basically, I was cleaning up some of my ice cream that I had dropped along the ground and slipped on one of my popsicles that I was having cooled down on the ground. I figured this was a good place to put it as heat rises, I think. Anyway, I caught myself, but my hand accidentally landed on the nuke button, and now a small island is gone from the Earth. I needed the insurance policy to make it so nobody would know about the bombing. That's why you probably haven't heard about it in the news yet.
Joe, that is not what an insurance policy does, and somehow you seem to be more wanting to clarify that than the fact you sent a nuke to an island.
And usually you give us a warning when you tell your story so we can have time to prepare for the terrible things we're about to hear, but you just went right for it this time.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi,
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
He proceeded to get absolutely obliterated by the Metal Gear after his arm was cut off. It was really fun. You should have seen it.
Donald, this is supposed to be a serious moment, and you're ruining it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad about him dying after he killed her parents. Are there any other murderers you want to defend now?
Okay, fine, point taken.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
A very profound message for the last codec call to end with.
Yeah, that's great. And all but right now, I just want to be with Marilla. She's all I wanted for a good portion of this game time.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code.
It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that.
I think we already know that your DNA doesn't determine what you do in your life. It's not a crystal ball or something.
In DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was. Who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life.
Wait, I thought this was Naomi's backstory the whole time.
But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny.
This doesn't apply to Joe, as he was around before DNA was invented, much less discovered.
Oh, wow, another old joke who didn't see that one coming.
Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox-Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too.
And I choose you, Meryl. You know I really wish Sniper Wolf would have been here and made this moment better.
Joe, I really hope you know these are fictional characters and are not real in the slightest.
Well, I did know earlier, but I forgot it soon after, but I'll still do what I can even if they're not real after all this time.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
I think it would be funny if Hal was here instead of Meryl and this monologue played out the exact same way.
If the torture scene went differently, then maybe.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
Guys, I have to be honest, I'm glad it's the end of the game, but I have nothing left to add at this point. I'm just happy that my gameplay went well and that the story is over. I feel a bit bad that I don't have any real comments to make now.
Don't feel bad, Joe. You did very well, and I'm glad you didn't have any major mistakes when you were playing. This story was a lot to take in, so it's understandable how you may not have insightful commentary, even though that's just you on a regular day as it is.
For someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
Hey, this guy's name is David, just like his voice actor David Hayter. I wonder if that was a coincidence or not.
Look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything.
Would now be a good time to mention our updates for the channel while these two are looking at animals.
We can wait until this scene and some of the credits are over, then we can go into it.
I think it's almost over, so that sounds good.
Caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
I'm I'm proud of you, Joe. That was a great playthrough, and it's only the credits left before we're done.
Thanks, Ben. It means a lot.
The credits feature a song called The Best Is Yet to Come. We are going to be silent for a portion of it so you can listen with no interruptions for a while.
Unless the song gets copyright claimed by YouTube and becomes silent, in that case you'll hear nothing for a while, but let's hope that doesn't happen.
That would make for a really weird ending after all this time if that happened.
Not as weird as you are for sure.
That was quite the exciting playthrough, everyone. The game itself looked quite fun and had a lot of story twists that kept it engaging for the most part, aside from some longer than needed scenes and so many codec calls being a bit disruptive.
I can see why it would have been called revolutionary for the time it was released in, and it's nice that it holds up relatively well even after so many years of newer games that I would assume improve on the formula.
Outside the game, it was a lot to get all edited, and especially with 11 labs becoming much less viable of an option for us recording our voices. We would like to thank everyone whether you made it through to this point or not. Well, if you didn't get to this video, then you can't hear us. Thank you, obviously.
We hoped everyone enjoyed the videos that came out. We will be releasing a compilation video of every part in one, so it would make for a long experience. Unless, of course, you're watching this in the compilation video. In that case, we've already done it. But that's enough looking into the past. It's time to look ahead for what's next.
Ooh, good, we're about to know what's coming ahead now. I've been waiting for a while to know what the plan is.
In the Metal Gear series specifically, we do plan on playing through Metal Gear Solid 2. Sons of Liberty and Donald will be playing that so he gets to experience a full game in the series, and we should be having 5 people commentating on that when it comes out, but we won't reveal who that is until it gets uploaded, or at least in that general time frame.
Ah, yes, I'm so excited to finally play my own game solo for the channel after all this time.
Unfortunately, with that does come some bad news. That will not be happening for quite a long time. It may not even happen this year. That is because close to the time we've been uploading these videos, we have been neglecting Final Fantasy IV, the Mega Man series, and Golf with Your Friends, so we will be getting back to those very soon.
That is understandable. We don't want to focus too heavily on one series and neglect the other ones. That wouldn't be good to those who only like one game to have to wait so long to see it be continued.
That's true, but with PlayHT there isn't a limit to characters on one of the subscription options, so we should be able to get videos out a little more often. Not much more than before, but still it's something to look forward to.
With all that said, there is still some good news. We have plans to release a new series that will likely be starting in the beginning of June that will be in a different series than any other we've started before, although we can't say what it is until it's about time to release it, and it will include a character that hasn't been shown here yet. And as of now, no other President creator has played through this yet, so it should be a very unique experience.
Well, I don't even know what that is, so I'm excited to have that start up. I think for now we should just listen to the rest of the music and then give our outro if nobody else was going to add any updates.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out.
Wait, I thought we were done. What's happening now?
You are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am.
That sounds a lot like Revolver Ocelot. I don't think we saw what happened to him. He must have gotten away and is working with someone else.
Who could that be, though?
Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world.
It sounds like Liquid was better, but we kind of already knew that by the end.
No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus.
Wait a minute, there were 3 of them this whole time. Someone named Solidus? I thought there were only 2 like Liquid mentioned earlier.
I don't know, but maybe even Liquid didn't know about him.
This is a really weird and out-of-nowhere plot twist. I can only imagine how a sequel might handle this information.
We might find out next time.
Mr. President.
And he's the president too. This is a lot to take in.
But we don't have to worry about that now. Thank you for everyone who got this far.
As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And peace out, people.